Hey guys, Corinne Musser of Mucking Fusser here today to share with you these water marbled stamped leaves that I did for day 4 of the 31-day challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. To start out, I'm going to show you all how to do the water marble first, and then we'll go into the stamping technique. Of course, you always want to start with a base coat of white so your water marble pops out. I'm using Cirque Colors Carpe Diem for my white. And then next what you're going to want to do is cover up your nail. You can use masking tape or you can use liquid latex barrier. Today I'm using Bliss Kisses Simply Peel latex barrier. Like I mentioned, you can use tape as well if you don't have this product. This just makes it for a quick and easy way to take off the polish. Now that your finger is all prepped, we can begin the actual water marble. In a cup of room temperature filtered water, begin dropping your polishes. If the first ring doesn't go all the way out to the outer edge of the cup, then use a stick to make it do that. Keep dropping your polishes until you have a nice bullseye. You want to make sure that you're using polishes that do work in the water, meaning ones that spread out and that don't dry quickly. Some that I've found success with are OPI, which are the colors I'm using today. Jade is the New Black, and Greenwich Village. And then some other brands are Zoya, Sally Hansen, Extreme Wear. Those ones work. It's just a lot of trial and error. So after you've gotten your nice bullseye, grab your tool that you're using. I'm using a nice water marble tool. You can use a toothpick or whatever you have handy that has a point on it. And begin by going from the middle circle to the outer part of the cup on opposite sides of each other. Always make sure to wipe your tool in between strokes so that you don't get polish on the tip. Now you're going to want to go back and forth until you have a nice kind of striped line. As you can see, I haven't gone all the way out to the outer edge of the cup, and that's because that outermost layer has already dried, and if I went out to the outermost layer, my circle would split and my water marble would be ruined, so I'd have to redo it. So that's just a little tip for you there. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going back and forth very gently to make kind of a striped looking marble for my leaves. I chose a kind of 2 different contrasting greens to help it stand out. So now that I've got my desired design of lines, I'm going to go ahead and dip my fingernail. You want to make sure you line it up as most accurately as possible so you get the most of your design on your finger. After the polish is dried on top of the water, then take another tool to pick up that polish so you don't get it on your design. After you've done this, then you can just kind of gently take your finger out of the water. Now to clean up the water marble, first you just want to kind of, if you're using latex, cut it underneath your finger and then remove it with tweezers carefully so it doesn't get on your design. If you're using tape, also make sure that you don't get the tape on your design because you'll be very sad. I just use a Elf's Cosmetics concealer brush dipped in polish remover to remove the excess polish that I have on my nails. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do the stamping portion of this tutorial. Of course, you're going to need a stamper, a polish that works good with stamping, a scraper, and a stamping polish plate, or stamping plate. Just dab some polish on the design that you want to use and just make sure it's all on the whole thing. And then take the scraper and scrape it off of there. Then quickly get your stamping head and kind of just gently roll it over the design. This is what it's going to look like. Now to begin painting in between the lines. I'm using a Bundle Monster nail art brush, and I've just dabbed a little bit of Tillie polishes, Espresso, yourself onto my scraper, and I'm just going to go through the lines, being really careful not to get it on the leaf portion because that's where I want my water marble. So as you can see here, I've went ahead and filled in all the lines. Mind you, this is my first time doing this technique. Actually, sorry, second time doing this technique, but first time doing it as a full manicure. So bear with me here. So next what you want to do is, after that dries a little bit, is top coat it up and then wait for that to dry around maybe 15-20 minutes. So I have 2 stamper heads that I've went ahead and prepped up, and what I did is I did the water marble in between this step and the next step because I let this dry. So after that dries and you've done your water marble, go ahead and get some tweezers and go underneath the decal and kind of just scrape it off of the stamper. Just take it off with some tweezers. So what I did is I just kind of gently placed it onto my nail, kind of pressing it on there, making sure it was fitted good. And then I took a brush with acetone on it and just kind of went around the edges and formed it to my nail to kind of help it adhere to the nail itself. And then I kind of took the more polish remover and went and did that on the tip too. I probably could have used the liquid latex barrier for this step as well to avoid the cleanup that I had to do, but oh well. And then, of course, what you always want to do is seal in your manicure with a nice top coat. So thank you guys so much for watching today. This is the first time I've done this kind of technique, so it came out a little bit wobbly on the tips, but hey, what are you going to do? Nobody's perfect. As always, if you have any questions, please comment and subscribe. Thank you guys.